Tonight we leave you with the story of retired Army Staff Sergeant Shiloh Harris. On his second deployment in Iraq, he was blasted by an IED, losing fellow soldiers and then spending 48 days in a coma. He's been through dozens of surgeries and now actually lives medication-free. As we head into Veterans Day weekend, here's a real hero who served our country and now works on inspiring and helping others. Welcome to Fox News at Night. So great to have you join us, Shiloh.
I'm very proud to be here. Thank you for having me.
Listen, your story is unbelievable. I read it and I think about who among us would be strong enough to do what you've done and come through 75 plus surgeries, a massive healing process, not only physical, but emotional as well. What's that been like?
Well, I can tell you that I appreciate the kudos, for saying, who would be able to do this. There are so many young men and women that have experienced some kind of tragedy, on the battlefield, off the battlefield, and has found that internal strength to push through it and become successful in some form or another. And I'm just one of those stories. So I apologize. What was the question again?
Well,
I just wanted to get that out.
You know what? I know that what got you through this, because you faced really tough odds, and this is not an easy or quick recovery. It's probably a lifetime of recovery for you.
Yeah, I agree, and it's like you said, 75 surgeries. You got to think in 2010 when I retired, I was about 50 surgeries, and throughout that time after my retirement, I've had a surgery here and there. But just thinking, having those 50 back-to-back surgeries, it was excruciating. It was like riding a roller coaster. And when I got to that point where I was ready to heal and see where I was physically, what I was going to be able to do. And I think that I've made the right decision by retiring out of the military and trying to be a motivational speaker, inspiring other service members, inspiring communities to help welcome veterans home.
Yeah, and
that's what gets me through.
How could we better do that?
How can we better do that?
Yeah, to better reach out to veterans, their families, their loved ones, to welcome them home, whatever they've been through on the battlefield.
That is a great question, because people ask me that all the time. And the short answer in my case is, it's as simple as just saying thank you sometimes. It means a lot to the veterans, but we're faced with so many other challenges in the veteran community, like jobs. There's so many veterans that are coming home and not being able to find jobs because of their injuries, or or maybe their employer doesn't want to put them in a position that is too strenuous for them, or something like that, but they still need jobs. So I think that's a big one. And then family support. We're also faced with an epidemic of opioids and addiction, and I think that's one of our biggest challenges. I mean, isn't that the #1 cause of death in the United States right now?
I mean, yeah, it's become an epidemic, and we know, like you said, for our veterans who are dealing with so many things, both physical and emotional pain, it can be a very difficult path to go down. But you have an amazing story. It's very inspiring to me, and I know all the people that you share with now. An incredible book, and we thank you for your service and for your willingness now to try to help everyone else that is going through a similar change in life and transitioning into civilian life. We can't imagine what you've been through, but we thank you for sharing with us.
I'm proud to be here. Thank you very much.
By the way, the Wounded Warrior Experience, sponsored by the American Veterans Center, features inspiring stories of sacrifice and recovery from veterans and service members serving on the front lines of today's military. That includes Shiloh as well. It's going to be hosted by Fox News' own Jennifer Griffin. The program touches on issues faced by wounded warriors, the resources available to them, and their successes in moving forward in their lives. The Wounded Warrior Experience will air Veterans Day, Saturday, November 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox Business Network. Our own Jennifer Griffin. To learn more, visit woundedwarriorexperience.com. Our thanks to Shiloh Harris for coming in to share a bit of his story today. And tonight, most watched, most trusted, and we are most grateful to you for spending the evening with